welcome to another week with me, Certified Life Coach Susie Barolo. I am here beside you on your journey in this life that we are living. And this week's post is all about this one life. And it's not a dress rehearsal is what I have titled it. We have this one life. That's it. What you do in your day shapes your life in every possible way. This is not a dress rehearsal, yet so many of us act as if we'll get a do-over, we'll get to do it over again, or like we have all the time in the world to be happy or to do what we want at some point, undefined point in the future. Bullshit. I'm calling you out on it. What you do today and what you do every day affects your mental, your physical, your spiritual, your financial health, the health of your relationships. It affects every aspect of your life. How happy are your days? You have every right, warriors, every right to love the hell out of your life. This is why you're here. You're here to have this one wonderful, magnificent life, to do what you love, and to spread that love to the people that you love and to all those people around you. There's no award for suffering. There's no award for martyrdom. There's no award for pain. There's no reason to settle for good enough. Look at what you're doing that's not working. Do less of that. Look at what you're doing that is working and do more of that. One of my favorite quotes is, "How we spend our days is how we spend our lives." This isn't a mind-blowing statement by any means, but stop to think about it. We tend to rush through life thinking of the future and doing things so that the future will be a certain way. But stop for a second, because our life is spent in all these small moments that make up our day. It's spent in how we make breakfast, in how we sit with our family at dinner, in our routine trips to the gym, in whether we routinely hit snooze, in our time spent at the market. All these moments add up and our life passes. Sure, we can throw in some outstanding trips to foreign lands here and there, but in general, our lives are made up of our little moments that happen in our days. This post is all about me encouraging you and me encouraging myself to stop and shine a spotlight on how we spend our days and our little moments. How are you spending your days? Are you spending your day complaining? Are we spending our days hitting snooze? Are we spending our days eating foods that nourish our bodies? Are we spending our days busy? Today, let's dig into our daily actions. It's no small thing, and that's why I dedicate so much of my time in blogs and in individual coaching sessions to investigate what we do every day. The most important piece of this personal investigation is to do it from a place of kindness. When you can look at your life as a kind observer, like being outside of your life looking down, and you're that kind observer of your life as to what is going on, you are then ready to make lasting change. Let's start with the good, okay? What are you doing that's working for you? Stop and write down up to 10 things that you're doing that will help you live the life you want to be living. Stop and write them down. Up to 10 things. This can be as simple as, I get up when my alarm goes off without pushing snooze. Or I eat eggs instead of cereal for breakfast. Or I floss my teeth every night. Or I do the things I write down on my schedule. Please choose the things you consciously choose to do for your better self versus the things you've always done that come easy to you. Why? The purpose of this list is to list out the things, to point out to your brain the things that you can do, that you actually do, that you set your mind to doing. If we choose things like I eat eggs instead of cereal, but we've always loved eggs and we've never liked cereal, we aren't fooling anyone. Take time to write out your list. Think of things that you do that work for you. Now, take time to look at that list and tune into your body. How do you feel when you look at that list, at the things that you do for yourself? How do you feel when you're doing those things for yourself? Okay? How do you feel when you're choosing these choices for yourself? That's a motivator. And if you're one of the people who could only come up with 2 things for your list, don't despair. That's a sign that this is a great place for you to start. You deserve much better treatment than just doing 2 things each day that are good for you. And I'll go out on a limb and say that you probably don't feel so great most days. You could only come up with 2. Building this list is one area where you can start feeling better in your days. All right, now that we've looked at the good, let's look at what's not working for you. What do you routinely do that's not working for you? What's not working in your life? Note, I'm not asking what other people do in your life to screw up your days or what you wish other people did to make your days easier. I spent many years of my life pointing at other people in my life as the reason for why I didn't have what I wanted in my life or for why my life wasn't as I wanted. Sorry. We can control ourselves, and that's that old serenity prayer. Control, have the wisdom. There are things that you can control those. This is so botched. Have the wisdom to know the difference between the things you can control and the things you can't control. Let go of the things you can't control, and you can really only control yourself. Other people are going to do and act the way that they choose, not because they're assholes or because they don't like you, but because that's what they've chosen to do. Not only can you not control that, it's a waste of your time trying to control other people. How much mental energy do you spend wishing someone would do something different or act in a different way? Drop it. Do yourself a huge favor and let go of trying to control others. It's hard enough to control yourself, don't you think? Think of the things you know you should be doing, but you're not. Let the other people in your life manage their lives, and you can zoom in on managing yours, doing the things you want to be doing, that you should be doing. So now, please write up to 10 things that you do that do not help you. Things you do in your day that don't help you. Brainstorm. Keep your pen moving. Just keep writing. You can even write, I don't know what I don't do, but just keep it writing. Try to keep flowing. Ask yourself, do you regularly hit snooze? Do you regularly drink a nightly glass of wine, yet wonder why you can't lose that 10 pounds? Do you check Facebook every night before you go to bed and wonder why your sleep is disrupted? Do you have notifications on your phone and wonder why you go through your days feeling frazzled and overwhelmed? An important piece of this step is to notice how quickly your brain rushes in with excuses as to why you need to do these things. How quickly do you rush in to defend your actions? Remember at the beginning when I encouraged you to be a kind observer of your life? Practice that now, okay? Look in a compassionate way at yourself. What are your excuses for what you're trying to do? I encourage you to call yourself out on your BS, drop the drama, and get on the road to feeling better. No, you don't need that glass of wine after a tough day at work. What you need to do, you need to sit in the discomfort of your tough day to learn why your day was so tough. Wine doesn't help you make the necessary changes. Wine helps you keep going in the same loop you've always been going. Drop that excuse. No checking Facebook does not make you feel better. No, you don't need notifications turned on your phone. I'm just making some of these up. But these are excuses we tell ourselves. If someone wants to reach you, they will. I'd like you to listen in to your excuses kindly, as if you're your own coach, and then compassionately call yourself out on your BS in order to make some changes. That's it for today. This is a short but powerful kick in your pants pose to bring awareness to your actions. Brought to you by me. We have this one life, warriors. What you do in your day shapes your life in every possible way. This is not a dress rehearsal, yet so many of us live as if it was our try life, like we'll get to do this again some other point. We will not. This is it. This is your only day, this day that you have. How are you spending it? We do not have all this time to get happy later or what we want in the future. Let's look at what you're doing in your life right now that's working for you, and let's look at what you're not doing that's not working. How do I define working? Well, I'd take a look at how happy you are in your days. Again, you have every right to love the hell out of your life. That's why we're here on this wonderful earth, to do what we love and to spread that love around to everyone around us. Again, there is no award for suffering, no award for being a martyr, no award for being super busy. What you need to do is look at what you're doing that helps, that makes you feel better. It's helping you out. Do more of that. Look at what you're doing that doesn't help, that doesn't lead you on to be that better version of yourself. Do less of that. This week, become aware and drop the BS. Why not choose to live a life that you love right now? And if you're listening to this current day, I am offering a huge special. I usually offer my 10-day conscious cleanse for conscious living. It's usually priced at about $50. It is 10 days of awesomeness. Everyone that takes it really feels calmer, has more insight into the actions they're doing. It follows right along with this blog, really seeing what they do that is helpful for them and what they do that's not so helpful. And for this month, I don't know why, but it just came over me. I am offering it for $10. 10 days for $10. Unheard of. Don't know why I'm doing it. I do know why I'm doing it. It's great content. It's great material. And I know how different my life is now that I'm living it in a conscious manner. And I really love if you guys, my warriors out there, could just take each day we focus on a different thing. And, if you could just look at this and gain one thing from any of those days, that would be well worth it. You can spend $10 just walking into Harris Teeter or Target. I encourage you to spend $10 on yourself on something that's truly going to make a difference. Let's go, warriors. This is our one life. No dress rehearsal. Let's live a life we love.